Good morning. You know, it's interesting when one's mind works the most. You know, the old joke used to be, I have my greatest thoughts when I'm sitting on the toilet. For me, it's either when I wake up or when I'm laying in bed trying to fall asleep. And I had a kind of an epiphany this morning. It's loosely based on the video I did about a week ago called 7 Years. And 7 Years was based on the fact that the demographic of people who are easily offended by everything and everyone is smaller than it would appear, but because the media tends to focus on that group of people, because, well, let's face it, they often share the same viewpoints, and what a better way to convince the masses that a particular viewpoint is valid and larger than it is than to focus on it and convince everybody that everybody feels that way. So this morning, based on that, I had this thought. It came out of nowhere, really. And that is for all of you people who are concerned about the overgrowing population of racists in this country. But you sit around and say you're not easily offended and you're not one of these modern day pussies. Just think about that for a moment. We are led to believe that America is full of racists because of the way the media and social media focus on legitimate stories about racist fucks. I'm not saying there's not racist fucks out there, but what I'm saying is that the group of racist fucks are smaller than the large demographic of non-racist people such as ourselves. Well, just like we are led to believe that there's a larger group of people who are overly offended by everything and everyone than there actually are. Well, if we take those two maps and you're watching this and you are convinced that the United States is full of racists, and you're convinced that the United States is full of oversensitive pussies, but you yourself are not an oversensitive pussy and you yourself are not a racist, then chances are that a majority of us are not racist and a majority of us are not oversensitive pussies who are easily offended by everything and everyone. So let that provide some light into your life. That no, the truth is not what social media and the mainstream media want us to believe. That A, we're all oversensitive pussies who are easily offended by everything, and B, that we're all racist. It's not the fact. Yes, there are a small demographic of oversensitive fucks out there, and there's a small demographic of racist fucks out there. But let's not allow the spotlight that is being shined on these two group of assholes simply to provide content to social media pages and to news media websites. Let's not let that spotlight blind us all into thinking that we are becoming a minority by not being racist and by not being oversensitive fucks. And let's not be afraid to think that our country is turning into a big cesspool of bigoted, sensitive bastards. And by the way, the irony of that just hit me. We have two groups that are complete opposite of each other. Chances are, if you're a racist, you're not overly offended by everything because you're saying some offensive shit yourself. And two, if you're overly sensitive, you're not a racist because, once again, the two don't combine. So how can we be a nation of overly sensitive racists? That in itself goes to show that that is not the fact, that is not the case. That just proves the point that the group of racist assholes out there are a minority in this country, and the group of oversensitive assholes are a minority, which means that we are not racist or oversensitive. We're just normal people, but we do live in a society of people who have Facebook and Twitter pages who need content, and so that's what they focus on, because we can all agree that we don't like either one of those two groups, and so that's an easy comment to make on someone else's pages. Henceforth, why those people constantly talk about those groups. Same with the news media. If we can all agree we hate racists, and we can all agree we are annoyed by people who are overly sensitive, then the news media is going to keep talking about those people because it gets views on their channels and gets them ratings. So happy Monday. We are not a country of racist assholes who are overly offended by everything. Those are just two minority groups of people we can't stand. There you go. Motivation for your Monday.